So this video is going to be a very simple guide that how we can maximize the performance of Black Myth Wukong. And basically there are three chapters in this video. The first is how to limit the certain problem of the game, and the second one is going to be how to remove these annoying effects from the screen and which looks very weird when the character runs or we move the camera. We can simply disable them using free modes. And the third will be the graphical settings, the best graphic settings you can customize for the 4GB VRAM GPUs or GPUs like GTX 1650, RX 570 or RX 580. And so let's get started. So first of all we are going to do is open the task manager. Simply open the task manager here, and here you can see the Black Myth Wukong. Simply go to details and put the game to the high priority. Simply put the game to high priority. So basically what this thing do, it can prevent some of the stutters here on the weaker CPUs, and basically it gives the game more, it gives CPU to focus more on the game, and it gives game more priority, so it can help here and there to prevent some of the minor stuttering issues. The second thing is I am going to show my nvidia control panel settings. So here it is. So these are different from the default. So basically the most important thing is shader cache size. Simply change this to unlimited, because this thing can help in reducing the stuttering issues, because if you set this to unlimited, there can be unlimited number of cache which can be stored, so the game won't going to limit in cache. And the extra settings are prefer maximum performance, you can click on prefer maximum performance here. And the second here is threaded optimization. This can help on some of the weaker and old CPUs to get a little bit more FPS. And triple buffering, enable this if you are using vsync in the game. If the vsync is enabled, you can use triple buffering to increase little bit of performance here. So these are the settings here, so simply enable them, apply. So the next thing is to install the mode which can remove these annoying effects from the screen like depth of field, chromatic absorption and other things, which can help to clean out the graphics and reduce those simmering effect around the characters. So it's a Wukong tweak mode you can find in the GitHub. You can find the link in the description box as well. Simply download the latest zip, wukong tweak.zip, and once you downloaded this, here you can see these are the 4 files you will find when you extract them. Simply copy these files and open the main directory of your game. So here is the main directory of your game: Steam apps, common, Black Myth Wukong, and B1 binaries Win64. And here you can see these are the location of the game. Simply copy paste these files inside the main game. And once you did this, simply open the Wukong tweak.ani. Simply open this thing, click on edit, and here make sure that the values of this thing is false. You can see chromatic absorption false, and this effect also as well false. And if you want to simply remove the sharpening effect from the game, you can change the strength to 0. It will simply remove the sharpening and effect completely from the game, and this will basically disable all of the annoying effects from the camera. And you can even increase the FOV if it's required in your case. If you want extra FOV, you can do this as well. So simply click on save and quit this. So now inside the game, once the mode is now installed, so when I rotate my camera, you can see the graphics are way more cleaner here. So there is no that of like sharpening effect around the screen, and when I run the character, the image is now way more stable than before because those effects are now disabled. So now let's get inside the game settings in the graphic settings. So basically I am going to explain some of the settings here. So basically in the display tab here, FPS doesn't change. You can basically keep or change settings here without any problems. Frame rate cap, vsync or motion blur, it's on your choice. And here it's nothing to talk about, but here comes the graphical settings. So first of all, let's start from the above. So make sure to enable the frame generation here and the FSR, because the frame generation gives the most FPS boost, and this slider should be capped at 67% for quality, because it's like FSR quality or performance. So the 67% here is the FSR quality. So keep it on FSR 67% and frame generation on. So now here in the main graphic settings, these are some of the custom settings which I made, which performs best with the like a GTX 1650 or 4GB VRAM GPUs around the same performance. So here, if I talk about the most important setting, which is the global illumination quality, so this thing basically, if you set it to medium, it will basically take like 10 fps. So it's recommended to keep this on low for the best performance. And the shadow quality, if the shadow quality is set it to low, the shadows will be disabled completely from the game. So make sure to keep it on at least medium to maintain some of the visuals here. And texture quality should be medium for 4GB VRAM GPU. So you can see on the screen the VRAM uses is 3.81 GB. So setting this to high will cross the 4GB VRAM mark. So make sure it's on medium for 4GB VRAM GPUs. And anti-aliasing quality, this thing doesn't matter much, like I didn't see any kind of noticeable change in performance or visuals. And view distance quality, it's also like you can set it to medium high, the fps aren't changing or neither the any kind of visual difference. And here in the post effects quality, this thing basically can add some of the things here like depth of field, bloom, and the most important thing is lens flare. But this also doesn't like impact the performance much, like around 2 or 3 fps. So it's recommended to keep it on medium or high. It's good. And that's all pretty much here. Keep these settings on low, like hair quality, visual effects, these things takes impactful fps from the game. And reflection quality, again this setting doesn't get any kind of like noticeable change in visual or performance, so keep it on low, medium, high, it doesn't matter much. And these are the important settings. If you want to copy my settings you can, and these are like around the GTX 1650, RX 570 or RX 580 can play the game around 50 to 60 fps around these things. And let's apply and get back in the game. So now you can see the fps around 60, so it will remain like this around 50 to 60. There are still stutters randomly when you move from one place to another, which is the game feature here. So you can't really fix those completely from the game. We have to wait for a new game patch to fix the complete performance. But these are the settings and the mode I showed. It can help to maximize the performance of the game on your PC, and even cleaning the visuals here. So that's all for this video. I believe you can see a little bit of a gameplay, and that's all. Thank you so much for watching, and bye.
I was ascended to deity by what? Who are you to stand against me?